I'm Mahdiyyah. I'm a young person who's been coming here since 2022. I did work with someone called Sally Guilford, and we took pages from my journal. We did like a manual screen print, so we would get a piece of paper and we would cut out sections, and then we would screen print certain colours and do block printing. So I went from A5 to A4, then A3, A2, A1, and then to bigger canvases. The work I make is textural because I like touching it. It calms me down, it soothes me. So it's why I like having paint on my hands, because it's calming. And that manual processing of doing it kind of released a lot of the tension I was going through. I have complex PTSD, so managing emotions is just the most difficult thing to do. When you don't have a vocabulary, creativity and art is another vocabulary to do things. The processes help you go through them. When I have a really shitty day and I'm really angry at everyone, I will go and paint, and it'll be the most aggressive painting you've seen, but it'll calm me and I feel regulated, and don't always need the words to do that. I'm working on a bigger canvas at the moment, and they're the biggest emotions I've felt in a very long time. I need to do this to be able to get the stuff I need to get out, if that makes sense. I feel like as the piece gets bigger, the emotion gets bigger and rawer. And so for me, it's a more vulnerability. When I paint, I can breathe. The weight on my chest comes lighter. So painting is one layer, it's the brunt of the emotions. But when I do embroidery, or I do something a bit more textile, and I'm using my fingers, or I'm drawing certain textures in, that's the deep emotions that I don't know how to process. It was called Every Part of Me. The reason I picked it is because it's every part of me. I can look at each piece and I can tell you what part of it is of me. The first time I saw a real Van Gogh in person, I cried. And not because it was it was the texture that I saw, and the beauty, and every little detail he put, I could appreciate it. The stuff I do, the stuff I process, not just from my background as a South Asian woman, and not about my mental health, not about my trauma and whatnot, just those things. Those are the social action stuff which I like, and my voice is going a bit stuttery because it's very emotional. It's not just the emotional things I like. My culture, my community, they don't know how to process things. So I want my work to be a way to show others that you don't need to be stuck wherever you feel you're stuck. You can use other ways to get past it. I think that's why I look for the validation. It has to be more than being beautiful and pretty. It has to have a purpose. So I've come through the service in a very weird, disjointed way. I do lots of young people. I went to university, I went to the NHS, I went to the GP, I went to the hospital, and none of them could help me. I was way too complicated, and being told you're a problem at that age and no one can help you is quite disheartening, because you just want to make it. And so when services deny you support, it's not fair, not just on the young person, but it's not fair on their support system either. I love having a space where I can just be within my work. Going to the drop-in on a weekly basis was the most beneficial thing for me. Meeting you and G has been the most beneficial thing for me. I think without that, I don't think I would have engaged as much. Mental health and creativity for me go hand by hand, they go side by side. But I know for my sister it's not the same thing. But she said she liked the option. My younger brother, he loves it. I brought my friend over to come and do painting, and she was really struggling with emotions. And just doing that just helped to work through a lot of things. It just gave her space to just express. And she asked me why are there no other places like that? How can a wealthy country keep complaining about funding if it's not going to support its future? And if we're not giving them the skill sets and the tools needed to survive, then how can we expect them to thrive? I think coming to the drop-in creative collective is not just about making the piece that we have to do or we don't have to. It's about meeting the people, because those connections are the most important things. I think we as a community have lacked those community connections. I feel at ease, I feel at home. And there's a connection that I just don't have at home or at work. The NHS, I have a lot to say, personally. Do they actually see us as people, as humans? Because sometimes it feels like they don't. I feel like we're just a number to them. I think the systems we have are too rigid, and I think we need to be flexible a little bit more. That's where funding should be, that's where support should be, is giving spaces, because that's what counselling is. It's just giving space for the young person or the person to just be there. Counselling is one thing, therapy is one thing, medication is one thing, but it's not the be-all things. We need it, but we need other things alongside it. We need the cultural shift to make sure our mental health improves over a long time if we go by that.